It's a Wednesday morning, it's 25 to 8. Hello and good morning to you. Hello and good morning to Geri Halliwell, who's here with us.
Good morning. Today's anti-stress day, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
National Stress Awareness.
Okay, so stress awareness, I've got a little tip for you, okay? This is a proven fact from America that if you go and walk on grass barefoot in the park, it brings down your heart rate. Okay, so if you are getting stressed out at work, just go and be with nature for half an hour and I promise you will feel better.
And if you're Robert Redford's around, even better, really.
Yes, that's good.
You probably smell worse walking through the park.
Well, just
depending on what you've trodden in.
You're trodden in, but I mean, but basically, yeah.
Although in France, that's lucky.
Oh, is
it?
Yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. Yeah.
How are your dogs talking about that? Are they okay?
They are good. I've got Harry and Lucy.
Yeah.
And Lucy and Harry are in love with each other.
Oh,
and then I've got a third one called Chico, and he's not toilet trained, which is a bit of a nightmare. But what it's taught me is like having children.
Yeah.
God knows how a mother feels. You know, when she looks after 3 kids, which one do you pick up first? Because they're all demanding my attention, and I get this whole big guilt trip going on, so I don't pick any up. So you know,
it's good training for having children.
Very good training for children.
Now, talking about stress, what is less stressful or more stressful? Being a solo artist or being a member of a group?
It's different things, because it's like when you're in a partnership, you have to consider the other person. You worry all the time about what they think. You know, you've got to compromise certain things. But then at least, you know, if it all goes wrong, there's other, you know, it's kind of balanced blame. Yeah. But then obviously when you're a solo artist, you only have to worry about yourself. But if it's all going wrong, I mean, sometimes I just really don't think my shoulders are broad enough, and I'm like, oh my God. I mean, that's why my voice is croaky.
But it hasn't gone wrong for you. I mean, look at that year and a half where you've come out there. I mean, does anybody truly not accept you as a solo artist now?
It's just been such a massive lesson to me this whole year and a half. I mean, life is one big lesson, but really made me appreciate. I'm so glad it happened, because when I left the Spice Girls, I thought I was going to lose everything. I thought no one's going to stand by me. I'm going to have no career left and all of that. And so now, the moment I left and everyone said even a positive one little thing, I remember on television you guys did, you know, I so held on to it, and it makes me appreciate what I've got now. I feel so lucky. I really thank everybody out there just for the goodwill they've made it. They've made me who I am today, and I realise without those people that I wouldn't be nothing. My fans are so important to me. They really are.
And your friends, of whom George Michael is one. He's been a good friend to you.
Very good.
And it must be so incredible, because I read in your book, actually, you went to see him in concert at 12, didn't you? And you wanted to marry him.
I did. He sang something like in my direction. I wasn't a screamer, I was just standing there. He went, and all I want right now is you somewhere in my direction. I was like, it's me.
It's me, he's pointing.
Hello.
Yeah. But, so how does that make, because you worshipped him and now he's your friend. I mean,
yeah, it's really, I was having this conversation last night, actually, because, you know, sometimes he gives me you forget, you know, that obviously you feel his opinion really counts, and sometimes, but, you know, at the end of the day, he's just a friend now, a very, very, very good friend, and I'm very lucky to have him. But sometimes musically he gives me opinions and I go, no, I don't care what you think. But then sometimes, you know, I'm like, okay, you know.
It's George Michael.
Yeah, right, absolutely. So.
What about the look? When we see the way you looked when you were part of the Spice Girls, and the look now, how long does it take to work something like that? I mean, you look at the tresses that you've got now, and just you just look different.
I think it's like, you know, animals. We all shed skin, we molt, and that's what it's. You know, it's kind of natural.
Especially when you have broken relationships.
Yeah.
Which you
What does a woman do?
You know, you get your hair cut, don't you?
See, when you look at that, when you look at those sort of hairstyles, I mean, that was off the moment, off the time, right for what that was. But almost at times now, you look like a different person.
I know, but I've always had one of these faces anyway. It depends how you,
adaptable.
It just depends how I feel that particular day.
And your hair extensions.
These are extensions. I'm cheating.
Do you know they're gorgeous.
Well, where do they join? You can't see the join on them.
It joins in my hair
there.
there.
Woven in. Because I had the same when I was about your age, actually. And you know, I used to wash them in fabric softener.
I see, this is real hair.
Oh, is it? I had those funny nylon
things. Fed her kid for a week. But you know, something positive.
It looks really good.
Yeah. But I mean, I think I've always been one of these people that, you know, likes to be expressionate, likes to, you know, be directional and creative, and everything I do, you know, with all the music that I give out, you know, as soon as I write the song, I think, oh, you know, what's the video going to be like? And I think, okay, I want to give everybody value for money. On the back of this single that I've just written, there's 2 B-sides, because you know, in the olden days, they always had 2 B-sides, and I just think that's how it should be when somebody, you know, parts of their money should give them value. So I've got a Live and Let Die, which is wicked. I've got a new orchestra.
What, as in the Bond?
I covered it because I was going to do something for a big Bond concert, but I did it anyway.
Who sang that?
It was Wings, wasn't it?
Yeah, Paul McCartney. And apparently he said he likes my cover.
Hey.
So I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Paul.
Maybe he wasn't referring to your song.
That's maybe.
Yeah.
And I've done this R&B track on there as well. So something to snog to.
So what are we talking about snogging? Wait a minute. The big snog. What's all that Kylie Minogue business?
Right, it was so mad because I was on
TFI Friday, yeah.
Okay, and they were making this big thing about saying who's the queen of pop. You've got to do an arm wrestle, and I was like, oh God, you really want to see girls doing this male fantasy, whatever. Anyway, so we did it. At the beginning, she goes to me. She goes, oh, why don't we just kiss at the end because they expect us to be all bitchy.
Yeah.
And so I thought, oh, I can't hardly refuse Kylie. Come on, she's so cute. And it's any guy would want to do it. And I thought, okay, why not? Yeah. But she really went for it. Yeah. I was like, oh my God.
Tell you what, why don't we just kiss at the end of this interview?
No.
So you're
I'll
jealous.
Kiss the owner instead.
Yeah, Geri and I will.
Yeah, there you go.
Kiss instead. Hey, Kylie.
Geri, lovely talking to you.
It's
really
been great coming on here. I love it.
Glad you're in
We
such
like
good
you.
mood.
Yeah, lovely.
Oh, bless
We like
you.
you.
Hey,
There's
Kylie,
your kid.
take that.
Have them all talking. No, that's it. That's
Lovely
it.
to see you.
Good luck to you. All the best.
Thank you very, very much.
Yeah. And she hasn't gone yet because she's back later on.
Yeah, I'm really on Lorraine.
Yeah.
18 minutes now before 8.
Aren't we on the floor? We're getting grounded this morning.
Very grounded.
Get
very
grounded with Lorraine and Geri show.
That could work.
Yeah.
That could work. You're going to be doing
it.
your new song later as well, aren't you?
I am indeed.
We'll look at that. Also, we're still looking for love for Jacqueline on day 3 of our dating game. Yesterday, she made her internet debut, and while she waits for the email, she's already been on a date. We'll find out how she got on. Also, if you wish your house was twice the size to hide all your rubbish, don't miss Jeff Banks at the house. He's got lots of tips. So we'll see you in a minute.
Yes.
Until then, we'll go like this. Hello there, hello, we're halfway through our week of finding love. Geri is here, but has Jacqueline and Jenny found the perfect man? If you wish your house was bigger to hide away all the clutter, the GMTV team have got some good ideas for small spaces, and one of the busiest women in the music business, Geri, is here, and it's really nice to see you.
I'm here. It's great to be here.
And it really is. Thank you for getting up so early.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
And being here. I have to say, you look fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
You really, really do. You've been doing yoga and stuff like that.
I have, yeah.
Which is why we're sitting here cross-legged. I'm hoping some of it will
I
rub off.
think every girl needs a helping hand, do you know what I mean? You need. By the way, excuse about my throat.
You're a wee bit croaky.
I have got a bit of throat infection.
Oh.
I have indeed. Talking too much.
I know, you're on a blather. But that's okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
You don't mind that at all.
Yeah, I sound like Marilla Frustrop.
Yeah, it's very gravelly, very sexy, very husky. Well, listen, we're going to talk to you loads and loads and loads.
Yeah.
And you're going to do your new single and everything.
Yeah.
So we'll stay here back. You know when you look at sort of old videos of yourself or old photographs of yourself, it must be like somebody else, you know?
It is strange sometimes, I have to say. But it's like anybody looks at themselves.
There, that was a long time ago.
Oh my God.
3.5 years
I
ago.
made that outfit myself.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
God.
I was always doing that.
But it was like Ginger Spice was like a character though, wasn't it?
But she was just based on like the first time I went down Camden Market.
Yeah.
I was 17 years old and bought platform shoes. You know, so it's natural that you progress and change, and you know, and you find what suits you and what doesn't, and you know, I think clothing you should have fun with it and have a sense of humour.
Especially when you're young.
Yeah, totally.
But look at you now, you've almost had a make under, you know, like from the sort of quite heavy makeup that she had.
Yeah.
And then, you know, there was that brilliant cover on Marie Claire. I mean, there you were there, that's brilliant, I love that.
Yeah.
And that dress made bucket loads of money when you sold it for charity. It was good. And look at you there.
My God.
You've sort of
I think
taken it all
it's kind
down.
of, it's like snakes do that. They shed their skins, don't they? And I think it's very cathartic to do that.
Yeah.
It's like the seasons, I say it in my song, you know, we're ever changing. We should. It keeps you moving. Otherwise, you're going to be like a stinking, stagnant pond.
Which is a lovely, lovely
Do you know what I
thought.
mean? You've got
No, I know
to.
what you mean. I do. It's just that not everybody has to do it in public the way that you have.
Yeah, that's
the
obviously,
thing.
yeah.
You know, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I loved the video for Chico Latino and the bikini shot of you in the back of the boat.
Okay, can I just put every woman at rest here, right? I have to work at it, okay? And for that moment, you know, I was put in a nice position and I had to hold it and hold my stomach in, you know, and so I don't want to make any woman think, oh my God.
But that's a flat wee stomach, but you've done yoga.
Yeah, I've been doing yoga and
look after what you're eating.
Yeah, fish really works, high protein. That really works for me because I get water retention.
You look about an 8 or something.
I'm about 10,
Yeah.
but I get, you know, big water retention here, breasts and stomach. So I know how it feels. It's horrible.
But you've done very well because you've worked really hard at it. You certainly have.
You know, I like to work hard, I think.
But you do, you really do. The thing about you is you're very open. Do you think that's sometimes to your detriment? Do you think people take advantage of the fact that you're very, you know, you don't sit there. Some people that I interview are really cagey and they sort of sit like this and they'll toe the line and they'll always say what's expected of them.
Yeah.
But you don't, you know, you just say what's in your mind and you say what you feel at the time.
But I think, you know, we should all just be real. It's, you know, everyone's a human being, you know, and life is so short and we just want a bit of honesty, I think. And I think when you're a child, you know, you go to school and you've got to fit in and you realise that, you know, when you're a baby, when you're hungry, you just go, I'm hungry, and it's that. and that's so honest. You know, and as we get older and older and older, we suppress all of what we feel, you know, and I just think, in a way, sometimes it makes you ill. You know, so it's good to, I just try and be, but I'm not perfect, and I think if you try and be perfect, then you're going to fall.
You're talking about being open, you're very open in your book as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you don't spare yourself.
No, that's one thing I was very conscious of. I didn't want to kiss and tell on anyone else. But on myself, I just think, you know, what, so what? Let's laugh. You've got to laugh at yourself, really.
Sure, but there's people that would have been, you know, there's people in your position now, in the kind of position you're in, that would be embarrassed by the fact that they did Turkish game shows and they did topless photographs and whatever. But you think, well, fine, that was part of me. There it was, and you put the pictures in the book, and fine.
But the other thing is, I want to show that, you know, it doesn't matter what you do. If you want something bad enough,
yeah.
you know what I mean? You go through a chain of progressions. It doesn't happen overnight. I wanted to show that progression, you know, for other people and give comfort, because when I was a child, or, you know, even now I listen to music and read books to, you know, to find things out. So I wanted to be informative and funny about it.
No, good for you. No, it's great. I'll tell you what, we were talking about perfect men there. We're trying to find Jacqueline a man.
God.
Trying to find a man. You said your perfect man's George Michael. Unfortunately, he is already
gay.
taken.
The
I know.
perfect man is gay.
The perfect man is gay, which is not fair. Always the case.
Yeah. I just think the whole, you know, sex issue is so confusing, especially when you're young. Do you know what I mean? You totally misunderstand it. You think boys are going to like you more if you do it with you, and you think everybody else is doing it, and there's this big whole pressure about losing your virginity. You know, I lost mine quite late compared to some, but I remember feeling utterly confused and guilty and all of those things that weren't explained, and you just think, well, maybe better if we were just a bit more open about.
No, I agree with you. But he's a really good pal of yours now.
George, oh my God, yeah.
Kind of, I mean, he was on my bedroom wall, posters on my bedroom wall and everything. He seems a really, really good bloke.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've never met him, but he seems, you know, anything I've read about him, anything I've seen about him, he just seems a decent man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have that many celebrity friends, and that can't, you know, that's not enough to hold you together.
Oh, absolutely not.
And he is just very genuine and honest, and that's the thing I like him, honest. He's such a funny guy as well. If you know, I know some of the time his music is very sensual and serious, but actually he's got the most wicked sense of humour. Very good.
No, he seems great.
He likes this show, actually. I know.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's really good. I'm delighted. The fact that I can count George Michael among the people that watch is just fantastic.
Yeah.
You should come on. You should come on and sit
Yeah,
here.
I'll get him to come on.
Get him to come on. Get his bottom on that sofa. It'd be very, very nice indeed. It'd be smashing. So things are going well. Would you say that this time now you are happier than you've been before? You certainly seem so. You seem.
I think what happens is happiness is. Tina Turner said this, right?
Yeah.
So happiness is something that you can't possess. It just comes and goes.
Right.
And what you have is the only thing that I've realised is you can't control things, and the only thing you can control is how you choose to deal with things. You know, in certain situations under pressure, you can either crack under it, which I do sometimes, or sometimes you can laugh about everything. And, you know, I was really proud of what I did before, and I was, you know, I don't want to ever sound ungrateful, because I hate that when, you know, artists go, oh, that wasn't me, because it was me, and I loved it. You know, I was so much part of that band and gave everything. But I think this is just a new phase in my life, and I'm really finding out that I really genuinely feel I am an artist. Do you know what I mean? I'm accepting that. You know, I've always, you know, been instrumental in the writing the songs and everything. I just want to give well, you know, in everything that I do. With this single that I've put out, you know, I just feel I write very much for women as well. You know, I try and respond to, you know, what we feel. Like Lift Me Up is about saying you want someone to reach inside your soul and touch you. Do you know what I mean? Have the power to talk you down when you're too, you know, hyper, or when you're really feeling down, to lift you up. You know, and there's not many people that, you know, then we're all looking for that connection. We're like the letter C's and we want to feel whole. And that's what that song is about. Or on a millennium, new wave, old hippie level, since we are here like this, we should all just love each other a little bit more, you know, be open-minded. And I write music for people to sing along to. That's the power of music, I think.
It's a good song. It's a good song. We're going to hear it later. And I like the fact that you're signing.
Yeah.
You're doing the signing. It's lovely.
I think, you know, that, like I said, music should touch everybody. And I think signing is beautiful. It really,
How do you do Lift Me Up? Show me what you do.
It goes lift me up.
Perfect. Lovely. We'll hear it later. It's
Yeah,
great to see you. Thank you.
Thank you. And for those who already got the album, I've got 2 B-sides on there. One is an R&B track called Slowly, and the other one is the cover of Live and Let Die. Apparently Paul McCartney someone told me he heard it and liked it. Can you imagine?
Wonderful. Seal of approval.
Yeah,
You're fine
like,
then.
oh my God, Paul McCartney.
Well, listen, we're going to take a very quick break, but we'll be coming right back with the house team showing how to get the best from Tiny Rooms, and Geri is going to be singing that song, Lift Me Up.
Great.
I'll see you in a minute.
Watch the first line, kiss the new world. It's a wonder, baby, like you and I. All the colors of the rainbow going somewhere. Baby, like you and I, it's gonna be alright. But when my sky clouds over, lift me up. When the day is over, when the sun is going down, I will be your angel now. Lift me up when the lights are fading down, when I'm flying way up high, and I'll be your angel for life, angel for life. Like the seasons, ever changing, everlasting. Baby, like you and I, it's gonna be alright. But when my sky clouds over, lift me up. When the day is over, when the sun is going down, I will be your angel now. Lift me up when the lights are fading down, when I'm flying way up high, and I'll be your angel for life, your angel for life. No matter where we run, who knows what we will become? Is there a world we know where life will naturally lift me up? When the day is over, when the sun is going down, I will be your angel now. Lift me up when the lights are fading down, when I'm flying way up high, and I'll be your angel for life, your angel for life.
Wonderful. What a great song. It's fantastic. That was so good. That's Lift Me Up. It's out today, and On the B-side, there's 2 tracks that are not on the album. I just had to say that.
Oh,
see.
yes, that's cute.
And I was just saying when I was looking at you, you are the double of Jodie Foster.
Oh, that's very
there
kind.
On the eyes.
On
like
a
Jodie
skinny
Foster.
day.
On a skinny day.
Yeah.
We have to go back to some DIY.
Do we?
We do.
Oh, we all need a bit of DIY.
We do. We do. We're going back to our house team. Hello.
Hi, Lorraine. We're actually all singing along here, and we're
Were
all
you?
lifted up because
Gorgeous.
I think Geri's fabulous.
Isn't she good? Were you lifting Helen up along with that?
Helen wants a wind machine. The only thing she wants is a wind machine. now.
Everyone needs a wind machine or eat lots of fibre.
Anyway, we're now back in the study,
Yeah.
and what we're going to be looking at, Lorraine, is how you can actually furnish a very small space with people. Now here, for Geri, we've actually got this amazing bed, which is like a sort of, it's a bed in a box.
Bed in a box, couldn't believe it, from Courts. £299. Really easy, just comes out, well, you know, when you've got all this off, and looks good.
Great.
Nice in bed though.
So to continue the Savile Row theme, which you love, Geri, and Lorraine, what do you have here, the curtains?
Well, I've just made some very simple pinstripe curtains with some suiting fabric from John Lewis.
Great. Okay,
We
that's
like.
fantastic. Excellent.
brilliant.
And you've got some little things here that you can
Yeah,
put
well,
ties
we were
and
just
tie
saying, we were
backs.
talking earlier, you could sort of play around with ties and do tie-back ties and you know, really go mad with the pinstripe theme, suit theme if you wanted to.
Excellent. Great. Now, Lorraine, I've just got a little surprise here.
Go on,
hidden
then.
away, because this is the last day for a little while that Helen's going to be with us, and she's done such a fabulous job here. So we've actually brought her a special bunch of flowers.
Thank
So these are for you.
Thank you.
Thanks for all
Great.
your hard work.
It's been brilliant.
And when she comes back, we're going to get her a wind machine.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Thanks very much indeed. And you'll find more information on those products on Teletext page 648.
Apparently the new thing is layering. Because I'm into sort of the home thing now.
Right.
And I've been told you've got to get layers, you know, like blankets and push that. Candles.
Thank you for that, Mrs. Expert.
I'm
Knows
not.
everything about everything. Thanks for coming in. It's been great to
Oh, it's
see
been
you.
great.
Cheers.
She's great. And you're great. Have a great day.
I shall see you then. Bye-bye.
Bye.